is your wish?
I must hunt soon.
Why have I been summoned?
What, mortal?
What must I do?
What is it now? That was my plan.
Hi. If it pleases you.
What, mortal? Very well.
Your soul shall die.
Greetings. You thought of that?
What must I do?
What is it now?
I must obey. Yes.
I must hunt soon. Agreed.
You brought me back. If I must.
I must hunt soon.
Why have I been summoned? Yes.
What is it now? You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. I hunger. Die.
Hi.
What, mortal? That was my
If
plan.
I must. If it pleases you. If that is your wish.
Greetings. That was
You
my plan.
call to me. I must obey.
What, mortal? You thought of that? Very well. Agreed. You thought of that? Death rages.
Why have I been summoned?
I must hunt soon. Very well. Agreed.
Hi. I must obey. If I...
What is it now? Die. Death rages.
What must I do? You
Greeting.
brought me back.
I hunger. I hunger. Death rages.
You call to me. What must I do? If it pleases
What is
you.
it now? That was my plan. You thought of that?
You brought me back.
I must hunt
You
soon.
call to
What,
me.
mortal? Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan.
If that is your wish. Yes. Feel my pain.
Greetings. You thought of that? Agreed.
Why have I been summoned? You brought me back. Hi.
I must hunt soon. Very well.
Why have I been summoned? If I must. Your
What is it
soul
now?
shall die.
Greetings.
Feel my pain. Feel my pain.
What, mortal?
What must I do?
I must hunt soon. What is it now? That was my plan. Very well. What, mortal? Greetings.
You call to me. Why have I been summoned? Your soul
What is
shall
it now?
die.
You thought of that? Greetings. I must hunt soon.
You call to me. Your soul
What,
shall
mortal?
die.
Agreed. Very well.
What must I do?
Greetings.
You brought me back. Feel my pain.
What, mortal? You thought of that? Die. What is it now?
What must I do?
I must
Why have
That was my plan. I hunger. Agreed. What is it
you
now?
call to me?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I must hunt soon. That was my plan.
Hi. I must obey.
You thought of that? Very well. Die. Death rages.
You brought me back. If it pleases you. If that is your
What
wish.
is it now?
Our warriors have
Must
engaged
hunt
the enemy.
soon.
Why have I been summoned?
What, mortal? Agreed. Agreed.
You call to me? Yes.
What, mortal? That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. I must
You
hunt
brought
soon.
me back.
Greeting.
Hi.
What is it now? Death rages.
What must I do? If it pleases you, you call
What is
to
it now?
me.
You thought of that? That was my plan.
You brought me back. Yes.
What, mortal?
Hi. You're so
Soon die. I hunger. Very well. Agreed. Greetings.
What must
That
I
was
do?
my plan.
Why have I been summoned? If that is your wish, I must obey.
Must hunt soon.
What must I do? Why
What
have
is
I
it
been
now?
summoned?
You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? Very well. Agreed. What,
You
mortal?
brought me back. If I must. Hi.
I must hunt soon.
You call to me.
What, mortal?
Hi.
What is it now? That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that?
You brought me back. What
Is it
must
now?
I do?
What, mortal? I hunger.
Call to me.
Hunt soon.
We must lend
Why
aid.
have I been summoned?
Hunt soon.
I must obey.
Rages. Die. Death rages. What is it
You
now?
brought me back. If that is your wish,
I hunger. Death
what
rages.
must I do? Fear not.
Our warriors have
I
engaged.
hunger.
Why have I been summoned?
That was my plan. Die. I hunger. What is it now? Death rages. You thought of that?
You call to me. Hi. You brought me back. You call to me. Why
What,
have I been
mortal?
summoned?
I must
What
hunt
must I
soon.
do? You call to me.
Greetings.
You
What
brought
is it
me
now?
back.
Inventory is
What, mortal?
What must I do?
I must hunt soon.
Why have I been summoned?
Greetings.
What must I do?
What is it now?
Hi. If I must. Yes.
What, mortal?
You call to me.
Greetings.
You brought me back. Why have I been summoned? Fear not. If it
I hunger.
if that is your will,
I hunger.
what must I do? Yes. I must obey.
I hunger.
Why have I been summoned? If it pleases
I hunger. You thought of that?
yes. I must obey. If that is your wish,
What is it now?
why have I been summoned?
What, mortal? Very well. I must hunt soon.
You call to me,
What is it now? Greetings.
brought me back. What must I do? Hi. You call
What,
to me.
mortal?
What must I do?
What is it now? Greetings.
Why have I been
We
summoned?
must lend aid to our allies. Our warriors have engaged
Brought
the
me
enemy.
back. You
What is it
call
now?
to me.
What, mortal? That was
You
my
brought
plan.
me back. What must I do?
I must hunt soon.
Why have I been summoned?
Agreed. I must
You
hunt
call to me if it pleases you.
We must lend aid to our allies.
Yes.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
What is it now? Death
You brought me
rages.
back. What must I do?
What is it now?
I must obey. You call to me.
Greeting.
What must I do? You brought me back. If it pleases you. If that is your wish.
One mortal. Greetings. What is it now? Research. What is it now?
You call to me.
What mortal? Very
Research
well.
complete.
You brought me back. If that is your wish. If I must. What must I do? Yes. If it pleases you.
I must hunt soon.
Why have I been
Must
summoned?
hunt soon.
I must obey.
Greetings.
Why have I been summoned? You call to me. What must I do? If that is your wish. Feel my pain. Yes. Feel my
What is it now? What is it now?
brought me back. You brought me back.
That was
Why
my
have
plan.
I been summoned? I must obey. If I must.
Our warriors have
If
engaged
it
the enemy.
pleases you. What must I do? If it pleases you.
That was my plan.
You call to me.
What is it now? One mortal. Very well.
Our
Call to
warriors
me.
have engaged the enemy.
Why have I been I must obey. What must I do?
You thought of that?
If that is your wish, I must obey. You call to me. If that is your wish, my death
What is
awaits.
it now?
Yes.
What mortal?
What must I do?
I must hunt soon.
Why have I been summoned? Hi. You brought
I
me
must
back.
hunt soon.
What must I do? If it pleases you. You call to me. Why have I been summoned? What must I do? If I must. Yes.
What
You
mortal?
brought me back. Why have I been summoned?
Research complete.
I must obey.
Research complete.
If it pleases you. Hi.
What is it now?
You call to me.
What is it now?
Why have I been summoned? Feel my that is your wish.
Greetings. That was my
Why
plan.
have I been
Very well.
summoned?
You thought of that?
You brought me back.
Storm directly. Fire. Heed my call. For the Horde. Lightning.
You call to me.
What, mortal?
Hi. Your soul. Why have I been summoned?
What, mortal?
Yes. Power to the
You
Horde.
call to me.
What is it now? That was my
Brought me back.
greed.
How can I help?
What must I
Yes,
do?
War Chief. A wise plan.
What must I do? You call to me. Why have I been summoned? I must obey.
Greetings. Agreed. You thought of that? Very well. Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. I must
Brought me
hunt soon.
back.
That was my plan.
Inventory is full. Inventory is full.
If I must.
What is it now? You thought of that? What?
Yes.
None may challenge me.
I must hunt.
Yes. Research complete.
Why have I been summoned? What must I do?
Greetings.
You brought me back.
Research complete.
If I must.
Research
I
complete.
must obey.
What?
You call to me.
How can I help?
What is it now?
Why have I been summoned?
Yes, War Chief.
What must I do? You call to me. Why have I been summoned? What must I do? Yes. You brought me back. If that is your wish.
That was my plan. Agreed. Very well.
Hi.
Yes.
You call to
I
me.
must hunt soon.
What must I do?
What is it now?
You call to me. If it pleases you.
You thought of that? That was my
Why
plan.
have I been summoned?
Direct me.
What, mortal?
You brought me back. What must I do? Why have I been
Research.
You brought me back.
Research complete.
You call to me. Hi.
Research complete.
I must hunt
You
soon.
call to me. I must obey.
Research complete.
What, mortal?
Why have I been summoned?
None may challenge me. Must hunt soon. Agreed.
You brought me back. What must I do? Hide.
Insufficient man. Research complete. Research complete.
Yes. You brought me back. What must I do?
Challenge me.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yes.
What is it now?
I must obey. If I must. If that is your wish. Why have I been summoned?
Greetings.
You brought me back. If it pleases you. If that is your wish.
What?
What must I do? What must I do?
Greetings.
Why have I been summoned?
I must hunt soon.
You brought me
I
back.
must hunt soon.
You called to me.
What, mortal?
Hi.
What is it now?
What must I do? Call to me.
What, mortal?
Hi.
I must hunt soon.
You brought me back. What must I do? Yes.
Challenge me. Greetings. What, mortal?
Why have I been
I
summoned?
must hunt soon.
Why have I been summoned?
What is it now?
You called to me.
How can I help?
What must I do?
Yes, War Chief. Understood. Feel the ground tremble.
Hi.
I must hunt soon.
You brought me back. You called to me. Why have I been summoned? You brought me back.
The tale I shall tell you.
What must I do?
What is it now?
That is your wish. You brought me back. If it pleases You call to me. What must I do? I must obey. Yes.
I must hunt soon.
You brought me back. Hi.
What is it now?
Why have I been summoned? If I must.
What needs revealing?
You call to me.
How can I help?
You call to me. If that is your wish.
Direct me.
Our warriors have engaged.
What?
Mortal. That was my plan.
Our warriors have
I must
engaged the
obey.
enemy.
I must hunt
You
soon.
brought me back. What must I do? Yes. If I must.
You thought of that?
You call to
What is
me.
it now? What, mortal?
Hi.
Our warriors have
That is your
engaged the enemy.
wish.
What is it now?
If it pleases you.
I must hunt soon. Agreed.
Why have I been summoned?
What is it now? Very well.
You call to me.
Research complete.
You brought me back. I must obey. You brought me back. Back.
My sight is yours.
What is it now? Agreed.
You call to me. If I must. If it pleases you. If that is your wish. Your soul.
What is it now? Greetings. That was my What, mortal? You thought
been summoned? What must I do? You call to me.
Hunt soon.
Why have I been summoned?
Greetings. You thought of that? Agreed.
Hi. If I must. You brought me back.
What is it now? You thought of that?
What must I do? If that is your wish. Yes. Your soul shall bear.
Very well.
Our warriors have engaged.
If it pleases what must I do?
I must hunt soon.
Why have I been summoned?
Greetings.
Yes.
What is it now? That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that? Death reaches me. I hunger. That was
If that is your wish. Hi. What must I do?
What is it now? Agreed.
Why have I been summoned?
The damned
What
return.
mortal? You thought of that?
You brought me back.
I must hunt soon. Die. I hunger. Greetings.
You call to me.
Greetings.
Why have I been summoned?
That was my plan. I must hunt
You
soon.
call to me. What must I do?
What is it now?
You brought me back. I must obey.
The damned return.
If it pleases you. What must I do? If I must. Your soul shall burn. Die. Die. Yes. Your soul shall burn. Why have I been summoned? Your soul shall burn. If it pleases you.
What is it now?
Feel my pain. Your soul shall die. I must obey.
I must hunt soon. Agreed.
Hi.
What is it now?
You call to me? If that is your wish. What must I do?
Create now.
I must obey.
I shall be your eyes.
Brought me back.
What is it now? You thought of that? I must hunt soon. That was my
What must I do? If that is your wish.
must hunt soon.
You brought me back. If it pleases you. Yes. What must I do? If
What
I
mortal?
must.
What is it now? Agreed.
Why have I been summoned?
Greetings.
You called
What
to
is
me.
it now?
Yes.
Greetings.
If I must.
I must hunt soon. Very well. You thought of that.
Your soul shall die.
I must hunt soon.
Brought me back. I must obey.